Welcome to the 2024 NEPA Funny Song Hour. I always look forward to this because it's so much fun. And it's fun because of what you bring to the evening. I see more guitars walking. Well, I look, you're familiar with this National Calendar Day?
Yeah. National
Day calendar. So I looked up what was on the National Calendar Day for today. And it's actually National Be Kind to Volunteers Day. So I don't know if you volunteers and other people. No coincidence. It's also no coincidence that it's 420 Day. Party on, Garth. It's also the Pineapple Upside Down Cake Day. Who makes this shit up? Why don't we, we can make up our, I always thought, oh, people make those up, really. So let's think of a good day, so next year at this time we can share the day that we did. That's creative. Well, we'll start with this one. This is America. Here's a song about entrepreneurship. And we like recycling, don't we? So here's a song about entrepreneurship and recycling and body parts. Well, I didn't tell you about that. And body parts. We're recycling body parts. Now when you have a part, when I sing When I Die, you sing When I Die. I am selling off my body when I die. When I die. I am selling off my body when I die. When I die. You can have my kidney later, and my liver and gallbladder, cause for me it doesn't matter when I die. When I die. You can bid for it on eBay when I die. Or I could sell it to you now, and you can buy part that you desire. At the moment I expire, you'll get new inside a tire when I die. When I die. Have vision for the things that you can buy. When I die. Can you see yourself with a pair of good eyes? You can get yourself a new one. Have a brown one and a blue one. And I'll throw in a few neurons when I die. I am selling off my body when I die. When I die. You never know how long you live until you try. You can tell your old creator you put dying off for later. You got plans for something greater when I die. So don't miss out on this chance when I die. Have what's in my shirt and my pants when I die. Let the money in your purse help with my body part dispersal. Will be truly universal when I die. Before you go and see the Lord, see what you can afford. You and I shall be immortal when I die. I am selling off my body when I die. I am selling off my body when I die. You can have my kidney later, my liver and gallbladder, cause for me it doesn't matter when I die. You can have my kidney later, or you can sell it to Darth Vader, cause for me it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, no, me it doesn't matter when I die. This is the end. I'm going to do one more, and then we're going to bring up whoever wants to play tonight. Well, you see, Dylan spells his name D-Y-L-A-N. And if you really screw it up, it spells L-A-N-D-Y. Here's a song that was not written by D-Y-L-A-N. Listen, new parents, as you lie in night asleep. Well, it ain't happened yet. As a dry baby now will later be wet. In her crib and her playpen cages. You knew this would happen. Don't get so upset when her diapers need changing. Now you listen here, fathers. It's your business too. Right. Pretend that you're sleeping as you like to do. If you think your wife buys it, I've got news for you. It's your turn for the wiping and waiting. And the sooner you leave, that's the sooner you'll snooze when her diapers need changing. Was I ever like this? You must think as you go. Did I cry half the night many ages ago with the moon in my eyes and a river below? Nature calls and now you are here slaving. You'll be back in an hour, that's all that you know. When her diapers need changing. Mothers and fathers throughout the land, now don't go criticize what you can't understand. Your sons and your daughters are beyond your command. And you know how this story ends, with your kids fully grown and you wearing Depends. Diapers need change. Diapers need change. Oh, her diapers need change. Come on up. I'm just going to pick on people. I'm a teacher. I do it all the time. Did you want your hat?
No, that's fine.
Sans chapeau. Ladies and gentlemen, sans chapeau.
Let me tell of the store that fills me with dread. It's blue and it's yellow, but it makes me see red. It's a furniture store that makes me want to shout. Because once you get in, you can never get out, and that's why I fear IKEA. I won't go there again. I don't want a bookcase named Billy, or a table named Sven. Now don't go on a Saturday if waiting's a chore, and that doesn't count sitting on Route 24. If you go on a Wednesday, you just have to laugh. It's the size of Rhode Island, and there's no bloody staff, and that's why I fear IKEA. I won't go there again. I don't want a bookcase named Billy, or a table named Sven. Well, I went to IKEA to buy me a shelf, and I went to the warehouse and I picked it myself. Well, I fought with the cart, I didn't get very far, because the box was so big it wouldn't fit in my car, and that's why I fear IKEA. I won't go there again. I don't want a bookcase named Billy, or a table named Sven. Michael Palin, he's been around the world once or twice, so he went to IKEA, thought it'd be nice. Well, the BBC boys must be out of their heads. He got lost for 2 weeks between kitchens and beds, and that's why I fear IKEA. I won't go there again. no, nay, never! No, nay, never, no more will I go to IKEA. No, never, no more.
This is our favorite things. Mardi Gras necklaces, galvanized metal. What about paint on a copper kettle? Holiday lights and fake pearls on a string. Why is there lead in my favorite things? Old Pyrex and Corning, the plates that I ate on. Mixing those glasses and mugs that I drank from. Paint on my old finger sewing machine. It's getting depressing, you know what I mean. Lurking in lampshades and inside the dryer. Venetian blinds, kids' toys, and chicken wire. A fence for the garden, tomato cage. More lead in the soil, the longer they age. When I'm craving lots of chocolate or one tiny bite, I simply remember that there could be lead, and then I don't feel quite right. Old houses, old windows, with paint that is chipping, measuring cups with red paint that is missing, pipes with lead solder that bring in our water. Water is one of our favorite things. When I'm craving lots of chocolate or one tiny bite, I simply remember that there could be lead, and then I don't feel quite right.
Tell us who you are. What's your name? What's your name?
Louise Hetzler. Louise Hetzler.
Thank you, Louise.
In the distant Paleozoic, not from ooze and slime, a creature walks upon dry land. It's evolution time. Survival of the fittest, adapt, migrate, or die. And as he breathes primordial air, all creation hears his cry. Where's my bagel and lox? Oh, where's my bagel and lox? The cause can wait until I eat. I want my bagel and lox. Where's my bagel and lox? Where's my bagel and lox? The cause can wait until I eat. I want my bagel and lox. Now that you had the Darwinian version, let me give you the biblical version. Adam in the garden awakens from a dream. One of his ribs is missing and he's just about to scream when he notices someone beautiful, someone to share his life. And these are the very first words Adam utters to his wife. Ready? Where's my bagel and lox? Oh, where's my bagel and lox? The cause can wait until I eat. I want my bagel and lox. Where's my bagel and lox? Oh, where's my bagel and lox? The cause can wait until I eat. I want my bagel and lox. Moses at the Red Sea, his people in a bind. Before him troubled waters and Egyptians close behind. He lifts his rod up skyward and then begins to pray. Right now he needs a miracle, but first you hear him say, where's my bagel and lox? Oh, where's my bagel and lox? The cause can wait until I eat. I want my bagel and lox. Where's my bagel and lox? Oh, where's my bagel and lox? The cause can wait until I eat. I want my bagel and lox. Now, Joel and I wrote about 75 verses.
Yes, it's the song that won't die, his wife is not pleased.
Mercifully, I won't do that many. Maybe I'll do 3 more or so. Socrates on trial for corrupting Athens' youth. He's facing execution for teaching them the truth. I tell them to ask questions. He says in his defense, let me give you an example. And his words, they come out hence. Where's my bagel and lox? Oh, where's my bagel and lox? The cause can wait until I eat. I want my bagel and lox. Where's my bagel and lox? Oh, where's my bagel and lox? The cause can wait until I eat. I want my bagel and lox. I'm going to jump ahead to the 20th century. A lot of verses in between. It's the Monday after Easter. Outside the GPO, the green flag is a-flying above the crowd below. James Connolly steps forward to read the proclamation, and these are the very first words he says to the nation. Where's my bagel and lox? Oh, where's my bagel and lox? The cause can wait until I eat. I want my bagel and lox. Where's my bagel and lox? Oh, where's my bagel and lox? The cause can wait until I eat. I want my bagel and lox. We'll skip a lot of verses. The Telosians, they have landed. By the way, you're not supposed to go to Talos Fort, right? You know that, right? You know what that is. The Telosians, they have landed upon our swirling sphere. Their leader emerges from their craft. His voice is loud and clear. He tells us they have come in peace, and together we will grow. But before we all can get along, there's one thing he must know. Where's my bagel and lox? Oh, where's my bagel and lox? The cause can wait until I eat. I want my bagel and lox. Where's my bagel and lox? Oh, where's my bagel and lox? The cause can wait until I eat. I want my bagel and lox. Finally, the last verse. After the disaster that ends the human race, humanity stands before its judge, and they're meeting face to face. Every man and every woman, everybody great and small, hears the voice of their creator, who says to one and all, where's my bagel and lox? Oh, where's my bagel and lox? The cause can wait until I eat. I want my bagel and lox. Where's my bagel and lox? Oh, where's my bagel and lox? The cause can wait until I eat. I want my bagel and lox. Joel, Landy, and I are co-owners.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we're the responsible parties here. Well, it's a pleasure, always a pleasure to introduce Jackson Gilman. Jackson.
Hey! I don't have to say my name, but this is a reinterpretation of the classic Frog and the Princess by Michael Peter Smith with a lot of thinking about myself. One day a beautiful princess was walking on a bog on a slab of peat. Who should she meet?
Fred the talking frog, top of the morning to your last where welcome sight you be. I'd be glad you know if you stop a mo and listen close to me. You see, I've been bewitched and I'm needing a royalness such as your lovely self to give this ugly mug a kiss. Such a metamorphosis will then ensue, I tell you true, from really a formal prince, and I'll straightway marry you. Do me right for Johnny go dead, and higgledy-piggledy down and around to me, high, low, Herman Skim, riding a white horse to cranberry town to me, toady, sometimes I get bloaty, whining and dining on bog juice and bugs. For to dance by the sea with the princess and me on a cheery Sunday morning.
Well, I've heard that song and that dance before, and you tell it very fine. But if it's to kiss you're after, well, you'll have to stand in line. For there's frogs outside me father's castle, frogs inside the royal hall, frogs is climbing through the window, frogs is bouncing off the wall, frogs is floating on the moat and up the stairs and on the shelf. If I had to kiss every one of you, Jesus, I'd have no time for myself. Landy, let's make it swift, for late befalls the hour, from due at home for my evening shift, a pining in the tower. To me right for Johnny go dead, and higgledy-piggledy, down and around to me high, low, hair and scamp. Let's take the carriage to Cranberry Town, to be toady, don't need a floaty, when lily pads archer, so the hop skip away, for to dance by the sea with a frog prince and me, and a cheery Sunday morning, where she's just about to kiss me. When Mrs. Frog comes hopping by, said, "Friend, you late for supper?"
I'm coming, dear,
was his reply. "You mean he's not bewitched?" No, just odd," says Mrs. Frog. And into kissing princesses he meets upon the bog. And though I love me, Fred, I fear he chafes at family ties. I'd invite you home for supper, me dear, but we only have 2 flies. Thank God you didn't kiss him. Today's your lucky day. Till I kiss Fred, I was a princess too. That's how I got this way. Right for Johnny go dead, and higgledy-piggledy, down and around to me high, low, hair and scamp, dancing a jig down to Cranberry Town, to be toady, don't call him Grody when he's fishing for kisses from princesses' lips, for to dance on a bog with an impostor frog on an Irish misty morning, for to dance by the sea with a faux prince and me on a bleary Sunday morning, for to dance by the sea with 2 princesses and me on a cheery Sunday morning.
David J. and a song by Mark Graham.
I've done lots of spiritual healing. I'm in touch with all my feelings. I've read palms and read the stars for kings and queens. And I hate to bum you out, but you have without a doubt the ugliest aura that this poor boy's ever seen. Cause I can see your aura and it's ugly. Your spirit must be rotten to the core. To a new age guy like me, you'll just bring pain and misery. So dear, I cannot love you anymore. In some life you lived before, you murdered people by the score. Your evil is so utterly complete. All good in you is gone. You are darkness without dawn. Either that or you've been eating too much meat. Cause I can see your aura and it's ugly. Your spirit must be rotten to the core. To a new age guy like me, you'll just bring pain and misery. So dear, I cannot love you anymore.
16 puns. Oh, here's a part for you. Here's a part for you. So the folks with the jokes, they get it at the end, right? I'm gonna need some 16 puns, and what do you get? Another bad joke that you try to forget. Don't tell me another. I can't stand the pain. The terrible punchline gets stuck in my brain. I went to a party to meet some new folks. The host in the kitchen was telling some jokes. Some were hilarious, some were too bold, but I only remember the bad ones he told. I got 16 puns, and what did I get? Another bad joke that I try to forget. Don't tell me another. I can't stand the pain. A terrible punchline gets stuck in my brain. Later that night I drove home in my car. Then I went for a nightcap at my local bar. I saw an old friend who bought me a beer and proceeded to pour comic lines in my ear. I got 16 puns, and what did I get? Another bad joke that I wanna forget. So tell me another, I can't take no more. I heard them before at the comedy store. Later that night, I dreamed that I died through the gates of heaven on my final ride. I said to St. Peter, now where do I go? It depends. He said, tell me, what do you know? I know 16 puns, that's all that I got. I hope you don't send me to places too hot. Don't worry, he told me, you've been a good feller, but bad joke tellers go down to the cellar with their 16 puns that deserve you to burn, forced to hear each other for all of eternity. Hell is a place where the bad jokers go. So don't get caught or you'll end up below with your 16 puns. Ooh, 16 puns. Ooh.
I went to my dermatologist the other day. He greeted me with, you're a sight for psoriasis.
16 puns. Ooh, 16 puns. Ooh.
Two economists are sitting on the veranda at a nudist camp. So, says one, have you read Marx? Yes, replies the other, but I think it's just the wicker chairs.
16 puns. Ooh, 16 puns. Ooh.
Mary was engaged to a man with a wooden leg, but she broke it off.
16 puns. Ooh, 16 puns. Ooh.
Show me a piano falling down a mine shaft, and I'll show you a flat minor.
It's A flat minor. Snappy, you know. 16 puns. Ooh. Mahatma Gandhi, as you know, walked barefoot most of the time, which produced an impressive set of calluses on his feet. He also ate very little, which made him rather frail, and with his odd diet, he suffered from bad breath. This made him a super-calloused, fragile mystic hexed by halitosis. You'll end up below. 16 puns. Okay, you get the home version of this game. You can take it. You're up.
I'm Bruce Trump. Actually, you set the tone for this with your first piece. People say I ought to save my money, so when I die, I can go in style. In a walnut box with all the fancy trimmings, vacuum sealed to keep me fresh a while. So send me to glory in a glad bag. Don't waste a fancy coffin on my bones. Just put me out on the curb next Tuesday and let the sanitation local bear me home. Sell all my worldly possessions and buy yourself a case or two of Pabst. When the empties be my memorial tombstone, engrave them with this epitaph. Send me to glory in a glad bag. Don't waste a fancy coffin on my bones. Just put me out on the curb next Tuesday and let the sanitation local bear me home. Now if I should die upon the eve of Christmas, then place my bag beneath the Christmas tree. And when the kiddies all open up their presents, the big surprise will be the death of me. So send me to glory in a glad bag. Don't waste a fancy coffin on my bones. Just put me out on the curb next Tuesday and let the sanitation local bear me home. But maybe I am not bound for glory, but to that other place I would not choose. And if it seems that I am headed in that direction, well then an oven bag would be the thing to use. So send me glory in a glad bag. Don't waste your fancy coffin on my own. Just put me out on the curb next Tuesday and let the sanitation locals bear me home.
My name's Mike Abernoff. I will sing you a little Irish song, preceded by a little Irish joke. So Sean is into his third Guinness. The door of the pub flies open. This little green fellow, about yo big, bursts in, does a little step dance, does 2 handsprings up onto the bar, does 3 cartwheels along the bar, lands right in front of Sean, sticks his head in Sean's beer, goes and runs away. And Sean is understandably displeased with this turn of events. So he levers himself off the bar stool, chases the little fellow down the corner, grabs him by the scruff of the neck, just look, you can't be doing this, you can't be just bursting in here, sticking your head in somebody's beer and going, oh yes I can, yes I can, yes I can, because I'm a leprechaun and we can do a difference as well, right? Leprechaun is a no. Oh, that's just maybe. But never if you do that again. I'm going to take you by a little green belt, pull down your little green trousers, grab you by a little green weenie, swing you around the head 3 times and pitch you right out that door over there. Oh, no you can't, no you can't, no you can't. Because leprechauns don't have weenies. Oh, leprechauns don't have weenies? How on earth then do you pee? Simple. We go. One day a beautiful princess was walking through the bar when whom should she meet on a slab of peat but Fred the talking frog. At the top of the morning to you miss, hello, hello, cries he. I'd be glad, you know, if you'd stop a mo and listen close to me, because I've been bewitched and I'm needing a royal miss, such as your lovely self, to give this ugly mug a kiss. Such a metamorphosis will then she will tell you true, and I'll turn back to a handsome prince and straightway marry you. So rightful, rightful Johnny, go down and higgledy, higgledy, down and around to me high and low, harem and scarum, riding a white horse to Cranberry Town, to me Tony, Tony, Truman Capote, driving to Sligo with Molly O'Shea for the dance by the sea with a right cup of tea on a bleary Sunday morning. All together now. Yeah, says the princess, yeah, right, that's all fine. But if it's a kiss you're after, I fear you'll have to stand in line. There's frogs outside me father's castle, frogs all in the royal hall. Frogs is climbing up the chimney, frogs is bouncing off the wall. Frogs is floating in the moat, up the stairs and on the shelf. If I kissed every one of you, Jesus, I'd have no time left to myself. So laddie, let's make it swift, for lately grows the hour. I'm due home from the evening shift, I'm pining away all in the tower. Rightful Johnny, go there, and higgledy, higgledy, down and around to me high and low. Pyramid sparrow, riding a white horse to Cranberry Town, to me Toady, Toady, Truman Capote, Faith and Begorra, it's Maureen O'Hara, driving to Sligo with Molly O'Shea for the dance by the sea with a right cup of tea on a bleary Sunday morning. Well, she's just about to kiss him when Mrs. Frog comes hopping by saying, Fred, you're late for dinner. Coming, dear, was his reply. You mean he's not bewitched? The princess says, just odd, says Mrs. Frog. And into kissing princesses he meets upon the bog. And though I love me Fred, I fear he chafes at family ties. I'd invite you in for dinner, me dear, but we only have 2 flies. Thank God you didn't kiss him. Today's your lucky day. When I kissed Fred, I was a princess too. That's how I got this way. Right, Johnny, go there, higgledy, down and around to me high and low. Pyramid scarab, riding a white horse to Cranberry Town, to me Toady, Toady, Truman Capote, Faith and Begorra, it's Maureen O'Hara, Arthur the Herald, it's Barry Fitzgerald, we'll drive into Sligo with Molly O'Shea for the dance by the sea with a red cup of tea on a bleary Sunday morning. To me Toady, Toady, Truman Capote, Faith and Begorra, it's Maureen O'Hara, Arthur the Herald, it's Barry Fitzgerald, roll in a Volkswagen with Victor McLaughlin, drive into Sligo with Molly O'Shea for the dance by the sea with a red cup of tea and a bleary Sunday morning. For the dance by the sea on an LSD Timothy Leary Sunday morning.
Tell us who you are.
Hi, my name's David Caller, and I wrote this next song in the grand tradition of English parting song.
Party?
Parting. Oh, sorry. Like hasta luego.
He's a barber in a previous lifetime.
This evening's been a grand affair of fellowship and joy. Ye gentlemen and ladies fair, together happy hours we've shared. But now we must make you aware, it's time for you to go. The rain pours down with all its might, the icy wind doth blow. But here within the lantern's light, the hearth is warm, the fire burns bright. But no, you cannot stay the night, it's time for you to go. We bid you now a fond farewell, our time for you is gone. Return you now to where you dwell, to suburb bland or urban hell, to hovel dark or prison cell, it's time for you to go. And if good fortune smiles on us, and we should meet again we'll revel well, I trust. You'll want to stay, but go you must. So get your things, it's been discussed, it's time for you to go. Just pack your bags, don't make a fuss. It's time for you to go.
Nice.
Thank you.
So why the hell are you still here? We've been through this before. You know that we would shed a tear to bid the bouncer box your ears. So kindly to the doorway steer. It's time for you to go.
Well, we have about 5 minutes. We have time for a lightning round, like really quick ones. Really quick ones. So you can just run up here and do your quick one, and the next person can come up here and do it. So I'll start off. Passover's coming this week. So, if you wanted some bread and got cardboard instead, it's a matzah. If you break 1 and 2 and the crumbs get on you, it's a matzah. Why do we fry matzah bright? 'Cause it's a Pesach. You can chew with your crew, you're a Jew, and it's matzah. That's the
With my faithful collie dog, I roamed o'er the hills and bower, and she would not squat nor piddle, though we walked for half an hour. Will you go, lassie, go?
This land is my land, and only my land. I've got a shotgun, and you don't got one. If you don't get off, I'll blow your head off. This land was made for only me.
I take Viagra in the morning. Ding dong, my bells are gonna chime.
The liquor was spilt on the barroom floor, and the bar was closed for the night. When out of his house came the outhouse mouse, and he sat in the pale moonlight. He lapped up the liquor that was spilled on the floor, and on his haunches he sat. And all through the night you could hear him shout, "Bring on the goddamn cat!"
Well, the cat came out from behind the bar and gobbled up the wee brown mouse. And the moral of the story is, oh, don't you ever be thinking you get away with having free Guinness on the house.
The Reader's Digest version. Oh, the year was 1778. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. Barrett got smashed like a bowl of eggs, and I just made Halifax yesterday. Oh, shit.
Brain cells keep dying in my head. But that doesn't mean room again.
Oh, the year was 1953. How I wish I had some sherbet now. Walt Disney turned the cameras on and called for places. Everyone, gosh darn them all. I was told we'd watch TV till we grew old, see the same old show every year. Now I'm a broken man with a pair of ears, the last of Mickey's Mouseketeers.
Lord said to Darwin, I'm gonna make some species. Lord said to Darwin, I'm gonna make some species. Natural selection. It takes long, but it's easy, children of the Lord.
This is your birthday song, it isn't very long. When you're fracking, your neighbors frack with you. When you're drinking stuff that's stinking, oh, that poison's coming through. Your health and family will not be the same when your tap water can burst into flame. So stop that fracking, no more fracking. Your neighbors count on you. They always do. Well, it looks like it's about time. You have one more?
There
Let's get
were
it.
some sort of things man was not meant to know, and songs one was not meant to sing, and this is one of them.
Well, I hope you had fun tonight. Oh, one last one. Old man's liver, my old man's liver, it can't do nothing. It's been drinking something. Now, holy Moses, it's got cirrhosis. They're just not getting along. Anybody have a last one, or should we conclude this evening's services? Okay, actually it's time for the next person to set up, which is me. Thank you so much for coming. This has been so much fun. I'm Joe Landy.